Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you with the Tuesday edition of Today in Sports Betting. Taking a look with my buddy Scott Reichel, as always, at everything going on in the world of sports today. First up is the NBA show as we're taking a look at the Lakers and Nuggets this evening. Scott, how'd you like that game last night, that football game?
I like the player prop on Kamara receiving yards. I thought that was a fun time. I cashed that in roughly the third quarter.
Good.
So
Good.
that worked out well. Kamara had a big day. As for the Saints, not so much. Drew
Woo.
Brees physically cannot throw the ball more than 20 yards down the field. Yeah, I know he finished with 300 yards. Congratulations. It was one of the least impressive 300-yard performances I've ever seen. Yeah, not really much else to say, honestly. The defense was terrible.
Terrible.
The Raiders did nothing for the first basically quarter, and you're thinking, oh, the Saints are going to win by 30.
Yep.
And then, yeah, the Raiders picked it up, and Breeze had that awful interception before half. I don't know what he was even looking at. I don't know what he was trying to throw. I don't care if he was hit. At no point was that guy even close to being open, and he just throws right into his lap to give up three points before half.
Yeah, that's it.
And I don't care about Michael Thomas not playing. I don't care about all this other stuff. That defense is terrible. I know that Lattimore is a very good corner. He didn't even play well yesterday. Edwards beat
last
him
night
a couple times. But, yeah, they couldn't guard Waller. Anytime we're getting carved up by Derek Carr, I think your defense needs some work. And I think that the Saints' defense is definitely going to be their Achilles heel moving forward.
Yeah, I was totally surprised. I was like you. I had on my play of the day, I had the under, and for my premium pick, we had the Saints covering. We got it down to 4. At first quarter, they're up. All of a sudden, they're up 11-0. You think, oh, we're rolling right along. But wait a minute, number 68 didn't report as eligible, so take those 2 points off the board. Go ahead and just kick the conversion, the extra point. 10-0, and Scott, things just really fell apart from there on out. The defense was the most surprising part. Drew Brees has definitely lost some skills, man. I'm surprised if they don't cut his tires as receivers. He is trying to get those guys killed. He throws everything high, and I've noticed that for a couple of years, and I don't know if he's not pushing off his back foot well enough, if he's not following through, but something is causing his balls to sail, and it's been that way for the last 2 or 3 years. Thomas has made him look very good, catching a lot of high balls over the middle, but man, I'm so far, Scott. I'm not impressed with the trio of older quarterbacks with Breeze, with Brady, and with Phillip Rivers over there at Indianapolis. But Breeze,
you probably shouldn't have. Truth is, I thought Breeze was done last year. I thought he was done. Then he had the huge game against the 49ers, and then you saw him in the playoff game against the Vikings, and you think, oh, this guy's basically dead.
Yeah,
like this guy's got nothing. And that Vikings playoff game showed he had absolutely nothing in the tank. And then this year came around. And week 1 looked decent against Tampa for about a half. I mean, the team kind of fell asleep in the third quarter onward. Yeah, he can't throw the ball downfield, and it's a huge issue moving forward. Of course, he usually doesn't turn the ball over, and he did against the Raiders yesterday. I'm going to mostly blame the defense, but Breeze was not good at all.
Yeah, he couldn't sustain drives. He missed a lot of passes. The defense was awful, and it's really awful because that's not a good Oakland offense at all.
I think the offensive line's decent. The issue, though, that you had Brown wasn't 100%.
They had no right tackle.
He wasn't there. Incognito got injured earlier in the game.
Right.
They were missing a couple offensive linemen, yet they were still just destroying them at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
after some initial struggles. But
that's a Saints defense that had been very good against the run, and they weren't able to stop Jacob. They weren't able to stop David, Derek Carr. I mean, come on.
Carr was great yesterday.
Whatever.
I know, I'm just saying, but that's partly because of the fact that New Orleans defense was so bad. I'm just stating a fact that Carr was very good yesterday.
But you've got if you're a quarterback in the NFL and you have all day to throw, you better look good.
Yeah, I'm not stating a fact that I think Derek Carr is a very good quarterback. I'm just saying that for all the reasons we just said, Carr played a very good game, and since he is regarded as I'd say slightly below average quarterback, I think that just says a lot about your defense, and It's not very good.
Yep, totally agreed. Okay, well, you know what? The Saints fooled us yesterday. I still have no faith in the Raiders. That's still a team that struggled with Carolina. So I think
New England's going to kill them next week.
I think that's entirely possible.
It's a shortened week. They're going to the East Coast. I do not think that's a good. The Patriots will be pretty pissed off after that close Sunday night loss. I think New England's going to win by at least a touchdown.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we'll save that for another show. See if we can keep our roll going here with the Raiders. So let's take a look at tonight's game. Talking about the NBA. Got the Nuggets hosting the Los Angeles Lakers. Scott, I guess in these days, hosting means they're going to change the decals on the floor and play recorded defense.
Those decals are easily worth 3 points. So I don't know what they're telling you.
They do have a little crowd noise. I guess they put more of their crowd noise in there, and they do the defense cheer when they're on defense. But it's on TV. It sounds like it's a home game, but it's not. So. Scott, this is a bit of a series that I don't know. This has been the most difficult series. This Lakers team has kicked my ass all postseason long.
I kind of want to ask you a question first before we actually broke down the game. Who designed the schedule for these? I don't understand what's going on with the Heat Celtics series.
Right, where the Lakers Nuggets play every other day. The Heat and Celtics just take 3 days off?
They had 3 days off in the middle. It's like, oh, yeah, basketball's resuming. There's no basketball Monday. I'm thinking, all right, I guess you want to give them some rest here. I thought it was for both teams. And it's like, okay. It's like, so I assumed the Celtics game was going to be on Tuesday because they were the
last team to play?
Yeah. Well, no, the Lakers were the last team to play. So I thought they would just continue where they left off.
Or the team that was due. Yeah, that should have been.
Correct. So, and then it was just like, oh, no, the Lakers are playing. I'm like, wait a second. The Clippers and not the Clippers. The Celtics and the Heat are getting an extra. I didn't understand the schedule. I still don't understand the schedule. I don't know who the hell designed it.
No,
it makes no sense to me at all. But
do the Nuggets and the Lakers have 3 days off after this game?
I have no idea. But the Heat and Celtics just got 3 days. Just here we go. Why? I don't know. Oh, Gordon Hayward's coming back, but he's on 100%. Here's 3 days. I'm like, well, I don't know what is going on here. I'm not going to complain. I'll take basketball, but I don't know how this game is not the Heat-Celtics game.
Yeah, I don't understand. No, and to answer my own question, much as I suspected, they don't get any time off. They just play every other day.
No, that's why I don't understand what's going on here. But, oh well. Anyway, in terms of the actual series, AD, of course, made the huge shot in Game 2. Mason Plumlee forgot that he should probably guard one of the best players on the floor for about 2 seconds there. I'm not really sure what he was doing. They're supposed to switch. Clearly wasn't a switch opportunity, and Davis hit a 3. Helped cover up the fact that LeBron was awful in the last 3 minutes of the game. He was absolutely atrocious. If you want to look through the numbers, AD scored the last 10, 11 points for the Lakers?
Yeah,
LeBron went like 0 for 3 with 2 turnovers and an air ball, I think, in the last 4 minutes of the game, 3 minutes. He was awful. But AD put the team on his back, and they won. Jokic was ridiculous. Him and AD just kept going back and forth. And at the end of the day, it's the same thing with the Nuggets team. They're awful early on in the game, and then in the second half, they come alive and they make a game out of it. And against the Clippers, they won. Against the Lakers, they didn't. And now they're down 2-0. It's not 3-1, so maybe the Lakers, if they win tonight, they don't have to worry about the Nuggets, being right where they want at down 3-1. But yeah, it's just a matter of. For the full game spread, it was 7 in the previous games, and now it's at 6.5. So you have seen a little bit of adjustment, kinda. And you have to look at the total, and it's gone from 213.5 to 214. Yet Game 2 didn't even break 210. So I thought the lines are fascinating.
The total in Game 2 was 209, and they landed on 208. So of course it's gone up 5 points for this game. Mm-hmm. And so I've got a play of the day on the total. Scott, this is
I have a play today for something in the game, but it's not about the full game total or the full game spread.
Good.
I can talk about it.
Well, here's the deal. This Lakers team seems to be able to win as much as they want to.
They just take their foot
win
off
by as much as they want to. Unfortunately, they don't seem to want to win by that much. So, and it's a Denver team that's very tenacious. They never say die. I've got to take Denver here. I've got to take Denver and the points. And it's always a precarious situation because you're betting on the team that is clearly inferior. This Lakers team, honestly, their big two is better than Denver's big two right now. And
that's just not even close. The Jokic is very, very good, but I can't compare Murray and Jokic to LeBron and AD. LeBron and AD is a top 5 duo in the history of basketball. I can't compare.
Well, I'm not sure I would go that far, but
it's an elite duo. It's one of the best duos we've seen in the league since probably, I don't even know if you can count Dwayne Wade and LeBron because that was more of a trio, but I'm not going to count Bosh.
I'm not counting Bill Russell and Bob Cousy.
I'm not counting that because they had 9 Hall of Famers on the roster. So I'm not counting that. But, the thing about LeBron and AD and the reason why it's tough to back Denver is because they can't guard either of them.
Right.
LeBron, I don't know what happened in game 2. He had like 12 points in the first 6 minutes. And then just mentally took himself out of the game. He just stopped shooting the ball. I know his stats at the end were pretty good. When you have 12 points in the first 5 minutes, you assume he's going to go for 30-plus. And he just didn't go for 30-plus. He kind of just started passing and deferring more when he can just take it to the rim anytime he wants, which has been his issue or the issue I've had with him for at least a year. There's just times where LeBron just decides, I'm going to pass the ball. And I'm thinking, that nobody on Denver can guard you. Just go to the rim. It's a free layup every time. And he just goes, no, I'm going to kick it to Danny Green. I'm like, all right, Danny Green has made 1-3 in the last 3 weeks. But okay, go nuts. Whatever. I don't know.
I was watching.
Is that a rant, or do you agree with me? Because I feel that's something that jumps off the page of me every game. LeBron just seems very passive for random stretches, and I have no idea why.
I don't understand. I've never been an elite athlete, Scott. Every sport I've ever played, I've had to try hard for the entire game. So I've never had that kind of skill set where I can just.
But you've noticed that also, right?
Yeah, it seems like and it seems like he just goes away for a while, and I don't really understand it. And anybody that wants to make the comp between him and Jordan, somebody that grew up watching Jordan play, that kind of stuff didn't happen with Jordan. Jordan just didn't go away for 20 minutes at a time during a game. So I don't know if it's a difference in attitude. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a difference in drive or, Jordan always.
Some people can say, well, he wants to get his teammates involved to get them going. And I can understand getting your teammates involved. But if they can't guard you, go to the rim. Do something. I mean, LeBron's passing on the perimeter. Every single time he drove, you knew he was looking to pass the entire second half.
No one wants to see Caruso shoot again.
8 seconds to go, and he kicks it out to Caldwell Pope in the corner. I don't know. I mean, yeah, was he open? Sure. Did it lead to a wide-open 3 by Caruso? Yeah. But at the same point, I think people would say, in a 1-point game, should probably take it to the rim because they can't guard you. And then he decides to kick it out to a role player who nobody likes.
Here's something you rarely heard. Bulls down 2. Jordan drives the lane, kicks it out to Elo.
Well, Elo wasn't on the Bulls, but same idea, I guess.
Who am I thinking of?
I mean, it worked out for Paxson when he hit the 3-pointer against the Suns, but that was more of a scramble defense thing. I thought LeBron had the angle. He just chose to stay in the air and pass the ball. But no, the thing is, if you really don't know what I'm talking about, I don't want to sound like a LeBron hater, but just rewatch the last 4 minutes of the game and tell me what LeBron did well. Just rewatch the last 4 minutes and tell me if he did anything productive, because he was awful offensively over the last 4 minutes. He almost single-handedly tried to give the game away. And it was really bad. It was really bad to watch, and AD made the big shot. But anyway, that's the thing about LeBron, is that LeBron could – I would like the Lakers on the spread if I knew LeBron was going to be mentally in it for a full 48 minutes, but he's not. Every single game he checks out for a handful of minutes, and you see the Nuggets start to come back, and you're just going, well, LeBron, maybe you should, wake up a little bit, and he's just going to go, no, I'm just going to let this game come to me. I'm going to get my teammates involved. I'm like, you realize they're on a 9-0 run. Maybe you shouldn't keep letting Danny Green shoot shots. But I don't know. That's what they do. So if I had to lean anywhere, I would lean – personally, I'll lean to the under. The under would be my main lean because I think 5 points is ridiculous. I think that doesn't make any sense. And I do think the Nuggets are going to stick with Dozier getting more minutes than Porter. And Dozier is definitely a defensive player. So I think that'll benefit the under because Porter is one of the worst defending wings in the league. So I think that Dozier should get more minutes, which should help the under. But I'm going to lean to the under, and I'll hold my nose and lean Denver plus the points, but my main lean's the under.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play Denver here.
I'm not playing the side, but if I had to lean anywhere, I'll lean Denver.
All right. Yeah, I'm for the purposes of this show, I'm going to go ahead and I've got to take the Nuggets, and I'll probably play that. Just
what do you think the spread should be?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
I'm just asking.
I don't hate it where it is. I think it's a good number. I just think it's a question of motivation with me with the Lakers. The Lakers should be winning these games. In reality, if the Lakers came to play every game,
they should win by 10 plus every game.
This should be a 9.5, 10-point spread. Yeah, it should be. But the Nuggets refuse to give up.
That's the thing about the Nuggets. They're down 2-0, and you might think some teams might throw in the towel, but I know for a fact the Nuggets won't because they've been down 3-1 twice.
Oh yeah, no question about it. They don't care.
That's the point. Is that one maybe could try to convince themselves in the Lakers, saying, "Well, after such a heartbreaking loss in Game 2, maybe the Nuggets fold." I don't think the Nuggets are capable of folding. This team just, no matter what, they're going to play to the end.
Yeah,
and I respect that about it.
Yeah, this is a team that's been down 3-1 twice in the series in the postseason, and they don't have an ounce of quit in them. So good for them, and we'll see what happens. It's again. Tell me the Lakers, they're going to win by 18. That wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise me. It's just a matter of I think that the Lakers are going to start off well probably again in the first half. And then the Nuggets will do their normal Nuggets stuff and come back in around the third or fourth. And this game will be a one-possession game at some point in the fourth quarter. That'd be my guess.
That seems to be the way it is now. Whether the free throws work out in our favor or whether, the Lakers.
That's one thing about the Nuggets. You could have made the argument they should have won the game if Dozier actually made some free throws at the line.
Yeah. Sure, they could have put them away.
Yeah.
All right, there you go, man. That's this is a confounding series. So it's usually we come down pretty hard, but I'm with you. I'm with the.
Well, I came down hard on my play the day video, so I'm also trying to balance everything out. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm for the full game. I don't know how you get away from this Nuggets team that refuses to quit against an LA team that just inexplicably goes to sleep. So give me the Denver Nuggets and the points.
Yep.
All righty, there you go. That's a basketball show for the day. A little bit of football thrown in, a little bit of extra ranting about the NFL thrown in as well. So you're really getting double your money's worth on this show. But that's going to be a wrap. We'll be back tomorrow on the NBA show to talk about. I guess they're going to start playing basketball again tomorrow, huh? So we'll be back again to talk about the Heat and the Celtics on Manana's show. But for today, that's a show. That's it for all of us over here at Winners and Winers. Of course, reminding you to check out Winners and Winers for all the deep dives into every game going on in America every single day. Not just NBA playoffs, but NFL, Major League Baseball, college football, hockey. Got the Stanley Cup Finals going up right now. So whatever it is that you're interested in betting on, Winners and Winers has an article for you. So make sure you check it out. For myself, for Scott Reichel, for all of us at Winners and Winers, we appreciate you guys stopping by, watching the show. Good luck on all of your plays today. Hope every one of your tickets cash. And we will be looking forward to seeing you next time on Today in Sports Betting. Take care, everybody.